Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to do a little bit different style video than we've done in the past. We're going to do a disc review / comparison. So we have both ends of the spectrum here. We're talking about an MVP glitch, so 1-speed with super glide, and a Kastaplast Berg, also 1-speed but negative glide, I guess, but really low glide. So we're going to take a couple throws here, try to hit all the different angles so you guys can see what's up, and then we'll talk about them for a little bit. We're gonna go glitch first. We're just gonna try for flat, kind of at that middle tree. We'll see how good I am today. Hold it a little bit. For how low I released it, it stayed up in the air pretty well. Now we're gonna go Berg. Again, right at that middle tree. Try to duplicate that throw. Similar. Got a little bit more finish, but they're literally next to each other, so we'll see when we get down there. Alright, so going back the other way now, actually for this first throw they landed that far away from each other, which isn't too bad, I guess. So going back the other way, we're actually going to have a little bit of a headwind. We're going to try for a hyzer release and see how much they flip comparatively, and we'll see what happens. Let's go glitch first again. Again, just a little hyzer release, nothing crazy, and see how much it flips with that headwind. Flat. Definitely glide. It never really turned over, so that's cool. Berg now. Try to see him on a little bit of hyzer. We'll see how it does with this headwind. As it loses speed, just kind of drops. Alright, so that result was definitely a lot different. Glitch flipped up as you saw, rode flat for a while, and actually had some good glide to it, and the Berg just got to the ground so quick. So definitely a difference in distance there. Now we're going to have a tailwind going this way, and we're going to try anti-release backhand. We'll stick with going to glitch first. Hyzer release, tailwind, we'll see what it does. Definitely give that a fair bit, but I will say this, it didn't roll, so I think that bodes well for being able to use it in the round. Alright, let's go Berg now, try that same release, see what we can get out of it. Flat, but did not hyzer. So the results there were a little interesting. So the glitch had that harsh anti-angle the whole way. Didn't roll, but never really came out at all. And it still went further than the Berg, which did kind of flex out. So you would think like if it had any glide, the Berg would have gone farther. That was definitely not the case. So definitely some thoughts brewing about the Berg, but we'll give him one last throw here. We're gonna try for big distance on this one, just trying to hit him as hard as I can. Into headwind this time, so we'll see how that goes. Alright, quite a bit of headwind there, so not the greatest. Flat and kind of held its angle because of the headwind, but it didn't really push forward, which leads me to believe like the speed at which it's thrown really affects the flight characteristics. Like when it's up there, it'll stay up there, but as soon as it starts to slow down, it kind of just falls out of the sky. Could be interesting. Okay, so that last set of throws wasn't the greatest. The glitch definitely got handled by that headwind. Still not terrible, but again, just it's a glidey disc into some headwind. That's not going to really go well. Berg kind of did what we expected. Definitely, I can start to see how when it slows down, it just kind of drops. Last thing we're going to do here is a little forehand. We'll have a little bit of tailwind that might help me out here, but I don't expect it to go fantastic. But we'll see what happens. All right, so forehand. We'll stick with glitch first. I'm just going to try nice and smooth. There's nothing really I'm trying to do here. Just see if it'll hold it at all. Really low. Okay. Yeah, not super torque resistant, at least to my forehand, which I know it's probably not the greatest, but we'll see how the Berg does here. Yeah, much more torque resistant. Still tough on here. All right, let's go grab those and we'll talk about them a little bit. So I will say that they are both very wind dependent. When the wind wasn't really a factor, they did go relatively the same distance on similar lines. But as soon as you start getting a wind, or I'm guessing like elevation change really, that's when things are going to start to get obviously more exaggerated. So the glitch definitely has glide, but with good form really shouldn't roll on you unless you're going to throw it on that like pure roller angle, which is good, especially in a super glidey disc like that. Like if you're going to bag it and throw it in tournaments, you don't want really something that's going to start on this angle and end on that one. So that's good. Berg, definitely more torque resistant. These are both fairly new too, so that's something important to keep in mind. But I wouldn't say it doesn't have glide, but as soon as it starts to slow down, it drops. So when it's at speed, I would say that it has the same amount of glide as the glitch. You notice when I threw them low and they didn't really have time to slow down, they really kind of fell out of the sky equally. But when given height and a chance to slow down, the Berg definitely drops out of the sky, and that's where it gets that. I would say that's where it gets the notion to say that it has no glide, where the glitch will definitely carry farther on a similar line. I'd be really interested to get these out on the course and say, throw them down a big downhill shot to see how each one reacts. Because I would imagine the glitch is going to be far less stable as it continues to pick up speed as it goes, where that Berg should probably just hold that line, and because it doesn't need glide, because you're asking it to go down, it may be a very good disc for that. Whereas opposite would be true, where like if you're trying to go uphill, I really wouldn't pick the Berg, to be honest. But I would say like in their own rights, like both great utility discs. It's going to be largely dependent on angle, speed, wind, and then elevation change too. So definitely being able to take all of those factors into account, it's going to be important. Both good discs. Love both of them, honestly. They're probably both going to be in the bag for that utility slot, especially for shorter courses in the woods. I've got a tournament coming up that's literally exactly that description. So they'll probably both get a good amount of work on that. But yeah, that's what I would say. Again, thanks for watching the channel. Anything you can do, like, subscribe, share with your friends, that'd be greatly appreciated. And hopefully we keep more content rolling for you guys. See you next time.